Good morning, everybody. Uh, just sitting here drinking some coffee, and just got done bringing my granddaughter to school and looking over this hurricane coming into Florida, guys. Uh, you know, I tell you, these things are definitely getting worse. And you guys in Florida, man. I'm thinking about y'all. Anytime you got a storm coming at you, I know sometimes you're thinking, well, this thing may not be as bad as they say and all of that, but hey, this one looks rough. And guys, it's nothing to play with. Your whole life can be changed in an instant. And I know they got a lot of debris from the last storm still hanging out. Some of that stuff's going to be flying around. But man, you guys in Florida, um, I know we got build a drone viewer, Dobo. Adrian lives kind of in Central Florida. Of course, you got everybody on the on the East Coast down there. Hot Rod and Ken Hallbauer and uh, Maddie and Bill Renane. There's so many people. Al, of course, Captain Ray's not there now, but man, I'm reaching out to you guys. Just hey, do what's best. If you can get out of there. Of course, now I looked at the traffic yesterday, and of course, I think we all saw those reports of gas station run out of gas. And I hate to say this, it seems like it's the same story every time these storms happen like this. I know I did see the traffic on, I think, I-75 was back way up. Gas stations out of gas, and I don't know. I know we all like to bitch sometime about the government and stuff, but hey, man, I don't know. Uh, what can be done. I know here they have what they call contraflow, and I-55. You can only go north on both sides of the road there. The ones going south and going north, they turn it to north only. So, and I think Florida has done that before. But man, hey, you guys take this serious, and just be prepared. Be prepared the best you can do. Get TJ, Brad, Brian. If anybody wants to come in, I'm just sitting here drinking some coffee, and there's the link right there. But yeah, hey guys, take this serious. This is nothing to play with. All right, Brad. What's up, Brad? Paul Murray. Funny moment. Not funny enough. I've been trying to go to vacation Cancun since COVID myself. Finally get to go fight tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be going anywhere down there right now. I don't know, man. These storms, I hate to say this, if you kind of look, there's maybe something else coming behind this thing. So, Bob Casey, what's up, brother? Yeah, I don't know. These storms, it just seems like, of course, I'm 68 years old, and man, we saw when I was a kid, you had Camille and Betsy, and then there's so many through the years. I tell you, it's just, I don't know if it's just so many more people now that live on the coast, and just the infrastructure. Some of the infrastructure is getting old, and man, I don't know where people are going to go for insurance. This is really becoming a problem down, all the way from Texas to Florida. Well, and really almost everywhere. That look at North Carolina. I mean, they're 2,000 feet above sea level and 900 miles from the coast or whatever, and look what they're going through. I don't know about that, TJ, but man, it's just catastrophic. Steve, actually, I think it went down to a 4 this morning. But it's going to hit. It looks like between a 3 and 4, and at that point, I don't say it really. I don't know. I guess it does matter about the wind, but that anything over, I don't know, 100 miles an hour, 125 mile an hour winds is for the Bradley.
Uh-oh, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear us? Oh, he's
Let me see if I can get my audio straight.
brother Brad. So yeah, I think it's down a little bit because that's it's gonna go through a couple phases of that. Very used to that right there.
Can you hear me now? There we go. I can hear you.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, now I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, I've just got the
Yeah.
advisory up here. This is kind of the latest advisory 7. So just just trying to I'm thinking about all those guys out there, man. People sometimes it's 145-mile-an-hour winds right now. And the pressure is down to 929, which I think believe it or not, it got down to I think 897 yesterday at one point, which means that thing is really, really powerful in that 10 or 20-mile stretch of the eye wall there. So nothing to play with, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It dropped from a 5 to a 4 last night, but they're saying it's going to go right back up to a 5
Yeah, well,
again.
that's not uncommon. I mean, at a point when something's coming right at you, the people get hung up in numbers. I mean, I personally, you don't want a 1 coming at you,
Right,
and
right.
it's so much more than that. It's the rain and the the uh, the gust of wind, the tornado action. So it looks bad, and all you can do is prepare. I mean, we can't change the weather, but those guys know. I think most of the guys know in Florida. Hey, uh, they know what to do.
Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
hi everybody in the chat. If I didn't already say hi to you, yeah, yeah, you saw I posted a couple of things in chat earlier, but my sister and brother both live in Florida, and they're in the direct path. They're in Lake Mary and also Deltona, which is beyond. It's like north of Orlando. But my sister's expecting. She said 85-mile-an-hour winds right now. They're talking about.
Yeah.
And and she said water usually comes in under her front door whenever they get that kind of stuff. So she's
Yeah,
got a,
and then, yeah, now you got a lot of piles of debris, out there in front of people's yards, and that
yep.
stuff. Look, I mean, I hate to say it, I've been there. Brad, you was here during the last hurricane,
Hmm.
and man, I'm not saying you just go out there and you throw it by the road and hey, the city or whoever makes a few passes, but that stuff's going to possibly get blown around. So, which is a lot of projectiles. Normally, yeah, you might just on the first run with nothing that had come through a hurricane, you just got some garbage cans type stuff. But now that it could be anything from pieces of wood to sheetrock to I don't know, whatever out there, sofas and just
Yeah. I
there's
was
a lot of
I,
stuff. So
I was watching the Fox weather. I got that on the background here, and they've been doing a lot of walking around in Florida on the Tampa side, on the west side, on the Gulf side, and there's neighborhoods that are just littered with debris, and that as soon as the hurricane hits there again, it's just going to pick all that up and throw it all around again.
yeah, and I tell you, these things are just I don't. I don't know. There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of stuff. You hear a lot of crazy stuff now, but man, I know. I think there was one insurance company yesterday. I mean, it could be bull, but they said, hey, they're out of there once this one goes, and our rates here, homeowners everywhere across the nation, uh, it's just unbelievable.
A lot of them are pulling out, from what I understand,
Yeah,
and if
yeah. Well,
if they
I had a company that I had below duplex, and I've had it for over 22 years, and they're not writing in Louisiana anymore. And yeah, I got a policy, but it's $1,200 more a year. But that's and of course they make you believe, hey, it's great to have it at that, but
Right.
the 1,200 next year might be 2,500, and the year after. So I don't know where it's headed. JoJo,
Hey Joe,
What's
good
up?
morning, good morning,
oh,
Captain.
we just talking a little bit about the hurricane. We got so many people over there in Florida. I know Brad, Adrian lived like I know Adrian lives like I guess he lives by I think it's more by Gainesville, but a little bit further south.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
close it out.
yep,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna
His
be nasty though.
yeah, he's gonna get some.
yeah, it looks like it's gonna go across the whole state and then I come back out on the other side there. So
It's gonna be pretty wide. So right now it's sitting right above Cancun area, and you saw put in chat earlier. My wife and I've been trying to go to Cancun for 6 years, and COVID messed that up, and we've already prepaid. We've got a membership there with a place called Palace Resorts, and we've been trying and trying and trying to go, and we finally got it all set up, and we have like an expiration date on these weeks that we have, and that's at the end of this month. We finally got it all set up, and we fly out tomorrow morning from Richmond at 5 a.m. to go to Cancun, right in the middle of all this. So so far it looks like we're going to get there, but we won't know until tomorrow.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't mess up, because we'll lose out on quite a bit. I see a lot of people, they're showing Interstate 75 packed, people trying to leave Florida.
TJ, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you're gonna get something, and that's right there. That comment is what gets a lot of people in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Just be prepared. These things.
I told TJ go outside, and I said, "What do you have outside right now?" And he said they had chairs and stuff. I said, hide them, put them up, put them somewhere, bring them inside.
I mean, it's, these storms, when you're a kid, I hate to say it, sometimes you get all excited about it, but hey, when you're an adult and you own stuff and you're in charge of people, or, you got elderly people, and hey, it's a very, it's a big inconvenience for people who have medicines that need it. And, you're not going to probably lose water. I know people always say, hey, you fill your bathtubs up to flush the toilets just in case. So, I mean, it's nothing to be, I tell you, you're not trying to scare people, and Joe knows, and, we've been there, and listen, we kind of got, Ida was bad, really bad for us. And the last little storm came through. Yeah, we had some 68 mile an hour winds, which, hey, you say not too bad, but listen, just trying to get a roofer nowadays, or trying to get anybody to fix anything is a pain in the ass. And then, Ken Hawkeye, I see Ken's in here, he knows the insurance end of that. So, it's just,
well, you know how they get in these patterns. They start going certain places now. That tropical tidbits that I look at, the one Helene, it put Helene exactly where it was supposed to go. It's putting this one where it's saying it's going. And then if you go a little bit further into it, around the 18th, 17th, they've got another one coming in just south of it into Florida.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not afraid to say after Ida, I get a little apprehensive about storms, even the rain lately. I mean, it was pretty bad for us. It wasn't a normal, most hurricanes for us, I don't know, Joe's about the same. I don't know, you might get 45 seconds, a minute and a half of wind, and then it might die down for 3 or 4 minutes, and you get another little, whipping. But man, Ida, I mean, of course, it was right over Hammond, and I would say it was 6 or 7 hours of, nothing but really bad wind. But hey guys, all you can do is prepare. So I know I see these, Joe, you've seen it, we've seen it, people who have the hurricane parties and all that bullshit. Well, hey, all I can say is don't get in the face of this storm or any storm, because the numbers in North Carolina are going to go up. A lot of deaths. I mean, Trina had 1,500 deaths.
They're not going to find people.
Yeah,
there's going to be people buried in all that mud.
And I think the government and they've done a good job with that. Pretty much. Of course, there's a lot of information, a lot of misinformation now with the internet. I know you see stuff pop up on your feeds, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, some of it you got to kind of distinguish,
what the truth and what not the truth is. Right. That's right.
Watch your reputable, news sources and weather, and hey, but I think everybody's here to help each other. And guys, I know, hey, they were showing some cities that us, getting out. Of course, getting out last night looked like it was pretty rough with.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do some kind of contraflow, Joe. It looks. I know we do contraflow here, but it doesn't look like.
I think they do have a contraflow, but it's like they've already said they had so many people in the Tampa area getting out. They said it's not enough roads.
Not enough roads to do it. Yeah. So.
But when that one that hit us a few weeks ago, midnight. Like I said, I was up at midnight because we were getting pretty good wind. It turned by Johnny, came down in the middle of the lake, and it came right over me.
Mm.
You know, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking outside because my apartment complex where I'm at, we flood.
Mm.
We can flood. I've lost automobiles, and we've lost 6 automobiles in 16 years here.
Wow.
So I went out and looked, and where it was flooding, it was just barely getting into the grass. I said, I'm good. I went and laid down. At 12:30, my doorbell kept going off with a guy walking out looking. And when I looked at him the second time, he had his boots on. And went, oh, Lord.
Mm.
I ran out there. It was over the molding in my car.
Oh, no.
It barely got into my car. And I think it's messed up the starter a little bit. I've got a spot.
Yeah, and
it'll start,
Ken's,
but I'll turn it to go. It didn't start. You know?
Yeah, Ken's got it right here. I mean, look, this is the problem. I mean, I hate to say, even after the storm, you might have a generator. And I don't know if you start off with 4 or 5 gas cans. Well, people don't know.
You go through them.
Yeah.
You can't get it. And a 5-gallon gas can will only last you a day,
Mm-hmm.
8 to 10 hours, believe it or not. And you don't want to, you don't run it. I mean, you cut it off for a few hours, and
and in some cases you got to wait for hours to get that 5-gallon gas can filled up.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we were driving toward Macomb, to pick up gas early, and so it's an inconvenience, and listen, some people don't have the funds. There's a lot of people don't have the funds to evacuate into fill up, spend $30-$40 a day on gas, or maybe even more than that. So it's it's bad. But
and they're saying there's a lot of people are evacuating, so it's hard to even find a place to stay that's within a few hours, even across into the Georgia line. And I've watched a couple of people on YouTube, Dan, I fix shit, and I've seen a couple of people post some things where it was it's pretty busy out there, and good luck finding somewhere within 3 or 4 hours of you, that Tampa, that area of Florida.
Yeah, no lie. So I don't know. It's all you can do is be safe, and I know guys, we're thinking about y'all, and
absolutely,
the community is always here to help. But it looks like tomorrow night, I guess, for them is going to be
during the night. It looks like
it's the night,
nighttime storm. I hate those.
Yep.
Which is not. I mean, it doesn't make it
ideal.
The storm is going to come in and do the same amount, but I tell you what, at night, you can't see, you're hearing a lot of stuff. You're inside, even if you're inside a safe type room, you're hearing stuff hit. And like I say, with all that debris that's piled up, I mean, man, that stuff's, it's going to be flying. So,
oh yeah, strap everything down, put it away, just pick everything up, trash cans, everything. You said it earlier, Johnny, but don't leave anything out. Yep, especially airborne, and things can be airborne, can be very dangerous to other people, to other, everything. Just get everything strapped down, put it underneath your decks, or, if the car is going to stay, slide things under the cars. I've seen people put their stuff everywhere.
And hey, most of the time, I mean, hey, for Ida, I don't have, my neighbor's tree went through my window. Well, it is what it is. So,
hey, Jeremy, some drone guy. Jeremy's on. How you doing?
Yeah, who drove here to help me with work is stuck here now. Oh Lord, this is
when I lived in New Orleans when I was growing up. I was 8 years old when Hurricane Betsy hit, and Hurricane Betsy was really terrible. I remember that every bit of it. And the eye came right over New Orleans, and my dad said, "Come on." We ran outside, and we were making sure everything that loosened up, we tied down again. And when we came out after the storm, we had a tree that was maybe about a 15-inch in diameter tree. And when we walked over and looked at this tree, my dad said something don't look right. He walked over. There was a 1 by 1 inch, 6-foot board that had hit that tree and was sticking through both sides, like a spear through it. And I remember that. And we couldn't figure where it came from, but it went through the tree. And it was like somebody just shoved it right in there perfectly.
Yeah, you hear those stories. That's the kind of stuff that'll get people hurt and killed. Yeah.
Well, I remember Camille and Betsy.
Hurricane Rita. I was in Alexandria. It was right after Katrina, and Hurricane Rita hit, and I was taking pictures, and I'm shooting pictures on the balcony of the Motel 6, and one of the exit signs come flying off the thing and missed me by about an inch.
Oh no, good grief!
And right by my head.
Talking about something that'll just slice whatever it hits. Oh my God!
I saw it move, and all of a sudden it come flying. I just ducked.
You got lucky on that one. Wow.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
was
And
watching out for you.
In all my years being in the military and everything, within 50 miles of me, I've been in 37 storms.
Good grief.
And I was in Okinawa, Japan, and Super Typhoon Fran. And this was a Category 5. And I was up on top of a building tied to a pole to take pictures. So you get stupid sometimes.
Joe, so you had a thing for poles way back then.
Oh yeah. But that was a good pole.
Man, hey, that was a perfect timing there,
Yeah, I know. That was a good pole up.
Oh man, I tell you, all you can do is be safe and I don't know, most of the guys, live in nice houses and all of that stuff. But man, I tell you, it's bad. And you know what? I'm like Joe, I look at, you see all that stuff, but yeah, there may be another damn storm coming that same damn way.
Yeah.
So, I think there's one county somewhere up in there. Scott was saying, I think this will be their 4th hit in 13 months.
Yeah, that's right east of Apalachicola.
I mean, I don't know. What do you do in that case besides maybe think about moving? So.
Well, like you said earlier, though, some people just don't have the money, don't have the means, that's where they've lived all their life. And
I heard, look, it'll put a in your pocketbook, like I say, when you got 5-6 gas cans at you're probably near, well, the gas is down a little bit right now, but at the time a year ago, 3 years ago, I mean, hell, we was paying near $4 a gallon to put 5 gallons. I mean, you going through $100 a day, and a lot of people don't have that. And of course, listen, you'd probably pay more,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
you're talking about the insurance.
Even with the natural gas generators, I know in our people always talk, well, I got natural gas. Well, they can't hardly keep up with the supply. If everybody had a natural gas generator at every house, it'd be like everybody having an electric car. Where the hell are you going to charge them?
Yeah, where are you going to get the gas from?
That's
yeah,
right.
so
supply and demand.
Right behind the airport there, that Oak Creek subdivision. I mean, there were so many homes that I guess for some reason, maybe those lines are older or something. And man, there's so many of them gas generators just didn't run, So.
You're talking about the insurance too. This last hurricane that hit us, downstairs underneath me, they had 1.5 foot of water in the apartments. So we got a notice here a couple of days ago over the weekend that going forward, anybody renewing their lease, any new leases, we now have to have a $100,000 limited liability policy. For renter's insurance. Yeah. I have one now, not that much, but we've got to have them as a interest on the policy. So what they're going to do is if I'm in a downstairs apartment and it gets flooded, they're going to hit my insurance company, which I don't think is right. But I'm upstairs, so I'm going to go ahead and get it, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's like, hey, when we had the condo over in Orange Beach, we were on the 3rd floor, but now for some reason we didn't have to have it, but we had 3 people from Hammond that owned units in that complex, but one was on the 5th and one was on the 7th. They had to have flood insurance, even though they was on the 5th floor and the 7th floor. Which, if you need flood insurance on the 7th floor, well, hey, you got a whole lot of other problems, because flood insurance is flood, not just leaking water from the roof. That's a whole
right.
Which we had. The roof got compromised. So I mean, and then you get into, of course, Ken's in here. He knows insurance talk.
All those rules are changing too. Insurance companies are changing up the way all those coverages work and what's covered, what's not covered. They're taking things away, prices going up, like you said earlier. I mean, it's crazy. It's outrageous.
What gets me though is how can if a storm's coming, you can't charge. I mean, of course, never supposed to charge more for gas, more for bottled water, more for anything. But when the storm is coming, they get to up your deductible. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference of that and overcharging for gas? I don't get it. You know, you at the time you need it the most is the least amount of insurance you have. But hey, today is a beautiful sunny day right here in Hammond, Indiana. Hey, I'd insure my house today. You know what I mean? But if a storm's coming, you know, Friday, hey, I don't want it because I got a storm coming. So
yeah, they just paid the right politician. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you. But no, it's gonna be pretty bad, you know, just looking at it. So, but Joe, what you got going on today?
Baby.
Hey, you ought to just open a daycare. I mean,
I'm telling you, ought to get paid for this.
Just put I think you ought to advertise on Facebook, get you about 3 more kids, and
yeah, that's what I need.
Let's see, Joel. I'm definitely concerned about my cousin and his Clearwater had disability, and that's so many people, elderly people or people that and there's so many people that I say they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody to help get gas, and they may not even have a generator. Of course, they're going to lose their food, and of course, that's what they're kind of griping about down there in North Carolina. Well, I don't know who should be responsible, but hey, the government has got to help when it comes to that. It's I don't know what they could do, how it could be done better, or I don't know, but it's something.
Justin's just south of Orlando, Stickley. He's south of Orlando.
He's south.
And his wife just bought a whole bunch of meat and had it in the freezer. Just got it. I told her, I said, man, pack that freezer, put duct tape around it, everything.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing about, that's probably good easily for 48 hours before you maybe even, but
I said, stick a couple of bags of ice in there. And then what you do is you duct tape it, and you probably got about 4 days.
Yeah, as long as you don't open it. They're paying for, they're paying for hotels in Clearwater. Now they're back into another hotel while keeping a current hotel so they do not lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's, we know, it seems like there's a big contingency of our drone buddies all through the Florida there. That's for sure. So, I haven't, Hot Rod lives in he lives in New Smyrna, I believe, or right there at Daytona. So
yeah, pretty close. They're all gonna get it. It's going across, and it's gonna be a hurricane force wind going all the way across.
Yeah.
Like I said, but if you look at that other one coming in, it looks like it's about the same size, and it comes in right around Cuba, and then comes right across, going up diagonally. So if that one goes in, it'll be within 10 days, another one.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Lance, welcome in, Mr. Lance. Brad lost his internet there.
I'm mad. He didn't give me any lessons, Jesse, on flying Nevada.
He didn't give you no lessons? Well, is he getting a Neo? Is Lance getting a Neo?
He probably got 2 Neos.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Lance, no, it is not late. Actually, this is actually the peak season. The next 2 weeks. After about the middle of, I think it's the 20th or so. But hey, we've had, normally the storms don't grow like this time of year.
Yeah.
It's got a warm Gulf still, a lot of stuff happening, and it is a little unusual. But man, there's and they said it was going to be busy. I know at first everybody was saying, and I was saying it too. Hey, the hurricane season was very light. Hardly had anything, early.
I heard something this morning. I was in the kitchen, and I heard the weather guys say that the barometric pressure was the lowest ever in the Atlantic Gulf Basin.
Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it got to 897, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
And now it's like 925 because there was a weather guy from, I can't remember where, and Joe, you might remember this. Nobody else is, but there was a guy yesterday when he was reading it, he started tearing up because of the pressure.
Well, yeah.
I remember, was it Margaret Orr on Channel 4 or either when she was reading the credentials or the stuff about Hurricane Katrina, she started tearing up because it was, when you start reading that, you see, and they know what the millibars are, and and that's catastrophic right where it goes in. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, when you get in the 800s, man, that's terrible.
Yeah, that thing is very, very powerful. I mean, it's like when we had Ida pass over the eye wall. Man, it was a lot of damage, and of course we're 90 miles off the coast, 100 miles maybe at the coast, but when you're coming in right there on that coast, exactly right where that thing hits. Some drunk guy said, John Morales. Yeah, so those guys know that storm is bad right where it's going to come in. Of course, and every mile it goes further in. But hey, 75, 80, 100-mile-an-hour winds is nothing to play with, especially when debris on the ground and you already got loose trees from the last hurricane, and you got so many, things that are not even fixed yet. And then, you start combining those two. So yeah, Brad lost that. I'm going to Brad. Okay. Brad said he's just going to watch, but it's crazy. It's been an interesting year, and man, I tell you what, just still seeing some of the footage from North Carolina and all through there. It's just unbelievable. And of course we saw the same at, and New Orleans was different, I guess, with Katrina. I mean, if the levee don't break, Katrina would have been a whole different story, but hey, it broke and that's history. And, Joe, New Orleans, sometimes, we'll get stuff pop up on our phone. I mean, they flood on the afternoon thunderstorm. So let's see here. We at the end of the path on the other side. We are at the end of our local weather prediction. Yeah. No, I think I don't know. The last little storm we had was, I don't think we had the 68 mile an hour. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's when it makes that gust and it makes that, that makes that band comes through for a few minutes. So it's
humbling.
It's just pulling and pushing, and man, it's noisy, especially at night. You're hearing stuff move around. And one good thing here at our new house, we don't have any trees, or we don't have to worry about water. But a lot of people, they have sheds and barns and different things, and especially in the rural areas. And there's a lot of noise.
We got a big open back here. The branches don't reach out that far. But when Ida came through, that sucker, one of those branches came off that oak, and it sounded like an explosion out there.
Yeah. Mr. DeMarco Moore. He must have just got up, Joe. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, he just came back from Best Buy. He went and bought a Neil.
Yeah, no, I don't know about DeMarco. DeMarco is he might be Neil free right now, but he's
I was looking at all the sites. They still say not available. Best Buy says not available. And everybody said they were going to ship, they were going to have them the 8th.
Now they saying somebody said yesterday the Air 3S is like the 23rd, and they were saying the 15th. So I hope they look like they starting this crap already again with the Air 3S.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a pre-order? And I mean, we all got drones to fly, but it's just kind of okay. Just listen. Even the Neo, if they'd have just said, okay, it's October the 15th, that's what that's when everybody will have it.
Yeah.
Kenny says, "Go Noles." That's the Amazon has.
It's like saying, "Go Saints."
Saints are done. Saints are done. Amazon has
got everybody's hopes up.
Yeah, they had. What's funny, man, when the Saints won, of course, I don't watch the NFL no more, so I could really care less. But I know when they were 2-0 about them going to Super Bowl. Now they're ready to kick them out of New Orleans. So things change in a couple of weeks. Amazon has one battery, not just. Oh, really? Okay. I know last night. The thing about that is sometimes it's really hard to get a battery for a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that. Have you pulled Amazon up this morning, Joe? Is it?
I didn't look at them.
Yeah, let me see what they just to
Well, all
see.
the major guys, like Adorama Camera, says that they're shipping the 8th. So today, you know, but B&H doesn't have them. Says new release coming soon.
No, it actually
Nobody
shows.
updated.
Let's see, the Neo Mini Drone 4K. Yeah, you can get it tomorrow.
I was looking to see if Best Buy here had it.
Look right here, $199 delivery tomorrow.
Yep.
Now that's just a one battery. Well, let's see right here, Neo 439. What is that? Ultra K.
That's got all kind of crap with it.
439. You can get it. You can get it on the 10th. But they do have. Look, they do have the battery for $39 delivered tomorrow. So I guess you can get the 199 and get one battery. Get an extra battery. They just don't have the Fly More combo. I don't see. So yeah, you can get it tomorrow. Joe, there you go. You want me to order for you?
No.
Look, I got my cursor right there. Add to cart.
I'm good.
It's
don't,
free
don't
shipping.
Be Paul.
I mean, I'm only gonna charge you like $29 to bring it to Mandeville, you know.
Don't be Paul.
Oh man.
You'd have been on that show. You kept saying, Joe, you want me to go get it? No, I don't want it, Paul. I'm gonna go get it for you. No, I don't want it. Justin told him, he said, Joe doesn't want it, Paul. I said, I don't want the controller. We can sell a controller. I said, you're not gonna be able to sell it. I don't want the controller.
Lance said, just
and he
check.
said, okay, I'll be back.
Best Buy picked up on the 16th, shipped to me on the. Okay, yeah. Well, they're gonna start. I mean, and listen, I hate to say this. I mean, there'll be some people that buy them. That probably 3 months later you might be able to. I mean, I don't know what you could sell it for. You're probably looking at $100. You know, it's probably gonna.
DJI Neo Combo 3 available in Mandeville. No.
Nah, they don't have it, do they?
No.
Yeah. That's like our Best Buy here. I don't know. It just seemed like COVID, man. That little case. I think it still's got like it might have a spark in there or something. You know, I don't think it's ever. It does have like a Mavic 3, but it's
yeah. That was my message saying they're on their way with the baby.
Yeah, you got to babysit.
But she was good yesterday, boy. God, don't it? She sat on the sofa and watched TV most of the day. The dog stayed around her and she kept petting the dog. She was happy. She had a good day yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's good. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this anyway. I just wanted to come on and see how everybody was doing. Tomorrow night, who we got tomorrow night? We got Charlie Mafia. We'll catch up with Mr. Charlie.
Yeah, I'll watch the restream. I'll be in Covington at the games tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have Charlie. Maybe if I don't know if anybody from Florida still has power and wants to hop on, we might try to catch up. You know, maybe Ken, if you still have power, you're in here, can give us a little update, or I don't know, anybody that would want. I know Dusty is right up in there too. So Dusty is they're gonna have some high winds. So y'all got to take care. But hey, we'll check on you guys, and all you can do is prepare. Yep, Ken. There you go, Ken. Yeah, well, Ken. Yeah, I'll get with you tomorrow. I mean, you'll probably have power till then, and then as it comes across. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this last storm. Hey, we didn't lose power here, but hey, very unusual. All right, JoJo. I'll talk to you. I know, Joe. We got to get flying too, man.
Yeah, I know. I got to get out of here. I got to do something.
Joe, look, got some new Tabasco called Scorpion.
I saw that. So it's real hot, huh?
I haven't opened it yet.
We'll have to try it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. The Fly for Fun show. Captain Ray Kelly, myself, Charlie Mafia, and anybody that maybe, try to get a few updates from the state of Florida while the hurricane be going on. I think Bill, the drone reviewer, is going live tonight too. So, well, of course, he shouldn't have any problem tonight, but
he should be good.
So, Brad said he just got it. It's hot. Yeah, because, hey, I know I saw somebody ordered on Amazon for like $7-8 a bottle. It's like $1.99, So
Rouses?
Yeah.
I figured Rousers have.
Since Winn-Dixie, but you know, so don't. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna have to check it out.
Don't pay $7 to $8 or $10 a bottle, guys. Just hit me up, even if I got to ship you. Yeah, man, you got to buy a few bottles probably, but hey, you know, because it's not made very far away from my house here. So, yeah, we'll give it a try. All right, everybody, have a great day.
I'll get with you, Johnny.
All right,
Later.